if you might know of anyone with a business like yours or in your industry that might be for sale. Because then they're kind of like, well, why don't you want to buy my business? But it makes sense also because who's likely to know other people in the industry? Somebody that's in the industry. How you contact these sellers once you've found them. Number one, you want to do some sort of personalized outreach. We'll talk a little bit about how to do that. Number two, you want to have an initial rapport building conversation. You don't want to just call them up and go, hey, you want to sell me your business? Give me a good deal. That's not going to work as well for you if you as if you follow what we tell you how to do. And then step three is to gather some data that you're going to need to know, is this fairly priced, or is this something I'm even interested in acquiring? So the first step is this personalized outreach. How do we do that? You make contact. I mean, if you are going through a network, like if you're going through somebody at Epic Network or somebody in your network that you reached out to, get a warm intro, then ask your network first. Say, I'm looking for this kind of thing. Put it out everywhere. You've already declared you're an investor. Put it out on social, right? Have someone who knows the person that you want to contact connect you directly via e-phone, text, or whatever, email, phone, text, whatever. I do this all the time. So somebody is interested in buying a business and I know somebody that has one that they might be interested in selling, then I'll just text the two of them together. That's kind of my preferred way to communicate. But then they can talk about it. So get that direct intro if you can. And if not, then make a phone call, do a cold outreach, right? Call the person that you want to contact and follow the rapport building strategy that I'm going to give you here in a second. If you're not really that crazy about making phone calls, it's okay. Write a letter. Letters are still a thing. As a matter of fact, people are not used to getting letters. And so a letter can have more impact than certainly than an email, maybe even than a phone call. And you don't even have to talk to somebody live. So you don't have to worry about knowing what to say. Although I'm going to tell you what to say here in a second. If you find them on LinkedIn, that would be another way. Just do a reach out for a connection request. Or you can use, if you're a paid member of LinkedIn, you can use a thing called InMail, which lets you basically connect to anybody, even if you're not connected to them, and then try to move that conversation to a format where you can talk live and interact back and forth. Or you can reach out on social. If you can find them on Facebook or LinkedIn or Snap or wherever you happen to like to hang out, then just message them and move them to some place like Messenger or WhatsApp or something like that, where you can actually have a back and forth conversation. So that's how you make contact. Okay, now what the heck do you say to these people, right? How do I have a conversation with them? Well, the basic, the basic seller script is like this. Part one is introduce yourself. Hey, my name is Mike. Okay, good. That was easy. Not scary at all. Then tell them how you found them, because otherwise they'll be freaking out that somebody said their business was for sale or that their business is listed for something. I mean, it's really weird. They're paranoid people out there. Okay. So we just get that out of the way. I found your business and contact info in the public records. Great. That is generic and good enough. And they're like, oh, okay, public records. Great. Now say why you called. And I'm calling to see, and this is kind of key. This is a little bit of strategy and tactics. If you might know of anyone with a business like yours or in your industry that might be for sale, because then they're kind of like, well, why don't you want to buy my business? But it makes sense also because who's likely to know other people in the industry? Somebody that's in the industry. So that's kind of cool. I'm calling to see if you might know of anyone with a business like yours that might be for sale. Now qualify yourself. I'm serious. Okay. I'm an investor. That's the thing that everybody wants, right? We said position yourself as an investor. If they then look you up on LinkedIn or Facebook or Instagram, turns out they are an investor, right? They'll see your profile. You'll have done that. Okay. It's important you do that step. I'm an investor looking to invest in a business like yours, and I'm ready to buy anytime between now and about 6 months from now. So I'm like, I'm here. I'm ready to go. This isn't a long-term thing for me, right? And then qualify them. Ideally, I'm looking to invest in a business that, and then tell them your acquisition criteria. And you can do a shortened version of it. You can say that's in the HVAC business that's doing about $1 million in sales. Or you can give them the whole thing, right? Now, you already know where they're located and some of the information. So don't ask them things that you obviously should already know because you're talking to them. Okay. But you can shorten it up and then just personalize this, put this in your own voice. And that is your basic outreach script.